While restaurants, resorts, and other venues were suspended due to the pandemic, local farmers felt the effects firsthand as they could no longer sell their products locally. KPAX's Megan Mannering reports on one farm in the Bitterroot and how they've managed to survive.
A leader in agriculture, Montana boasts of nearly 60 million acres of farmland. What other states consider ranchers and farmers, we call our neighbors. Falling into that category is Allison Dimbeck, the head cheesemaker for Tucker Family Farms in Victor. She's one of the thousands whose livelihood lies on the farm. So when the pandemic hit, Missoula and her team could no longer sell the bulk of their product to local restaurants and resorts. She knew things were going downhill quickly.
The last 2 weeks of March, like the 2 weeks after it was announced, we essentially watched our sales go to zero.
Tucker Family Farms is known for their grass-fed lamb, pastured pork, and sheep cheese. This year, they had plans to double the size of their operation, and they even took out a loan to build 2 new barns.
We had kind of set this year and had started producing milk this year to try to double our business. So that we immediately were like, okay, that's probably not going to happen this year.
In true Montana fashion, Tucker Family Farms rolled up their sleeves and reevaluated, ultimately choosing to hold off on their plans for expansion.
We had to figure it out. There was no choice.
In the first couple weeks of March, Dimbeck says they received 2 important phone calls that changed the outcome of their pandemic story. One was from the Oxbow Cattle Company, and the other was from the Bridge here in Missoula. The Oxbow Cattle Company invited Tucker Family Farms to sell their cheese at the Oxbow Farm Stand, which generates quite a bit of foot traffic. The Bridge, on the other hand, developed an online market where area farmers can sell their product.
And they didn't take any cut of the sales for themselves. It was so selfless and really, really helpful. That was kind of the first step of new sales when we lost everything else.
Owner of the Bridge, Aaron McEwen, says developing the online market just made sense as they were already well-versed in making deliveries.
In the beginning stages, when our lives were incredibly stressful too, as we tried to figure out how to adapt our business model to the new needs and requirements, we wanted to make sure that we were not kind of sitting easy in the fact that we were a delivery-based business.
The market features everything from coffee and honey to essentials like milk and eggs.
It's really cool to see somebody get, a pepperoni pizza and a case of beer and a dozen eggs delivered to their front door, contact-free.
With some creativity and the help of their fellow Montanans, Tucker Family Farms is getting back on track. In Victor, Megan Mannering, MTN News.
You can check out Bridge's online market by simply going to their website at bridgepizza.com.